sound, the sound. All right. Can everyone hear me? Can everyone see me? I was curious how many people would show up to the live stream tonight. but it could be morning time wherever you are watching from. But welcome back to Dano Crypto. Welcome to the second live stream of the day. It is a little bit later. Today was just kind of definitely an interesting day. Felt like this Monday for some reason felt like 2 days. I don't know about you guys, but this Monday felt like 2 Mondays. Not in a bad way. It was just a long day. And now we are continuing this this Monday with a second live stream, and we're going to talk about the fact that there are 2 Bitcoins. If you didn't know, there is Bitcoin, and then there is ticker Bitcoin. Now, if you've watched this channel for maybe the past year, maybe even the past 6 months, you would have already known about ticker Bitcoin through our random egregore drops from the dome, basically our brain of discovering this thing way back in the CT era of Ben.eth and Beeple, basically bull posting and making pictures of said crypto Twitter community, and then ultimately getting everyone kind of bullish on the fact of crypto Twitter and meme coins in general. And you think out of that time, we had a lot of different tokens come out of that era, one of them being Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 Inu, which is ticker Bitcoin. And then we have things like Wojak, like Pepe, like SPX 6900, and a few other coins around that same time that ultimately, with the dust settling out of the pump and dumps, the rug pulls, the cabal coins, the attention grabbers that ended up really not going anywhere, we have the dust settle, and now we have things like ticker Bitcoin coming up and finally gaining the attention of ultimately the entire market at this point. Now, we're still super early, but when I talk about it's grabbing the attention of all the crypto Twitter people. Sen said, "I hate Mondays unless there's lasagna." Did you have lasagna today? Well, I hope you had lasagna today. I hope you had your lasagna today. All right, so we're gonna look at the charts. We're gonna analyze some of these coins that we found basically a year ago, but we've had so many different downturns in the markets, and especially in the meme markets, that it would be very easy for you to have let some of these go or forget about them or move on to the next thing. And so we want to remind you guys of the strong, high liquidity tokens that have come out of that era, which was not that long ago. It's just about a year ago. So we're still very, very early. And so we're going to combine that thought process along with Murad's thesis of how there's going to be a super cycle for these memes. And we're going to get into it. All right, so make sure you guys are in the Discord. You are going on danocrypto.com, checking out the website. We've been updating this frequently. We made some new updates. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you can guess what updates we actually made. We have a nice new coin market cap ticker reel that has basically our favorite picks. So this just gives you an idea of what we'd like to follow. We'd like to follow Bitcoin, which is pumping right now and has gone over 65K, sitting at 64,000, 66,400. Then we're bullish on BNB, Chainlink, XYO, Solana sitting at 157. We have Shiba Inu sitting at 0.4019. We have Meta sitting at $39.19. Nakamoto Games at $1.16. Stargate Finance 31 cents. Medieval Empires 0.006, so under 1 cent. all-time high for that was actually at 3 cents, so bullish on crypto gaming. And then we have Wojak sitting. So now it's interesting enough, Wojak just got confirmation of their token supply on CoinMarketCap. So now CoinMarketCap is playing nice. They're actually starting to represent some of the metrics of these meme coins properly, so then they can start getting the proper rank that some of them, quote, deserve. And Wojak being one of those coins that came out around the same time as Pepe and also Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10 Inu, which has finally gained that all-time high of 30 cents and actually 35 cents, which is the level that we had been calling for a long time. If you were looking at that chart, looking at the bullish setup that we've been analyzing for a good while now, because of as many times as we've seen this coin test up and hit these all-time highs, and you see this nice oscillating chart, it's basically showing you the strength of the meme coins and strength of the meme coin market in a coin. Because then you see in August 20th right here in 2023. Then you have October in 2023, another pump right here. March, that this was the whole market, altcoin season. This year was absolutely insane. And then you can see again in August of this year, and then subsequently going up and then hitting all-time highs at what now was all-time high 37 cents for the other Bitcoin. So which is hilarious about this particular coin, ticker Bitcoin, is that I've been calling it now, I coined it the double-hedged sword of the market. Now, why is it a double-hedged sword? Well, it's playing on two really strong narratives. It's playing on the narrative of Bitcoin because it's a ticker Bitcoin. And then it's also playing on a strong narrative of ETH memes. So that's why I think it's a double-hedged sword, because on the success of ETH, we're going to have ticker Bitcoin as one of the top-tier ETH meme coins alongside Pepe, alongside Mog, alongside things like Wojak, things like Shiba Inu, and we could go down the list. And also, we know one of those coins being Kendu Inu as well. But we're keeping this particular live stream tonight a little bit more ticker Bitcoin focused. We're going to do a Kendu Inu video and also do a dedicated live stream here soon, because we're going to make videos and dedicated videos highlighting some of the tokens that we're ticking across the website list here. But yeah, so it's really so basically what we are, what we're speculating is that we're going to have a major run on Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10 Inu for the fact of Bitcoin doing well and also Ethereum doing well, which I think once these break all-time highs again, we could see ticker Bitcoin at a market cap, I think, at least at 2 billion. I mean, we see it at 2 billion, 3 billion. I mean, we've seen things currently in the memes that are newer, that are a lot newer, like months old, that have gained a similar market cap, or more. And so let's just, go by market cap. For instance, you got Dog with Hat, which is the, one of the premier, one of the most successful Solana meme coins in the past year, along with Bonk. And so I don't think anyone was honestly expecting WIF to do as well as it did, getting to a $2.8 billion market cap. And it's simple. It's a simple thing. It is as simple as it is a dog with a hat. Dog with a dog wearing a beanie. And so with ticker Bitcoin, it's obviously a little bit more deeper than that. But what it does is that I think it combines so many different aspects of the past 10 years of our culture with, just like Funny enough, the success of how Harry Potter and just that series and how popular it is, and also the reign of Obama of those 8 years of his presidency, and then adding in the Sonic aspect is just, I don't know, it rings true to me, because Sonic for me was my first video game that I ever played. But then I get it that incorporating the Sonic aspect of it being fast, and then the 10, and then the Inu. So it's just kind of a mind trip. It's a mind F. It's an acid trip, ADD, ADHD, head case kind of trench dweller's dream of a meme coin. And I think that's why we like it. And I think that's why it's going to be so successful. It's because of the fact of just what it is. Just that mashup of the past 10 to 15 years of internet culture. And probably one of the best websites in the game, which is kind of what onboarded me to the coin, was just seeing the website and thinking, wow, this is a true gem of a website. And it kind of it inspired us to do what we do on our particular website, where we've kind of made it a little bit more memey. We want to add some more aspects of it to make it like you can find some gems on here, maybe, secret clickable links to bring you into, different crypto lore. We'll actually do that. We'll add an Easter egg onto the website. See if you guys can find it, and it'll be a clickable Easter egg, and it'll send you down the inevitable rabbit hole. Because isn't that what websites are for? They're supposed to be fun. I remember back in the day, like in the early 2000s, when websites actually would bring you on a massive click-funneled rabbit hole, and you would just basically black out into a website. And we got Jason Casper in the house. Jason Casper finally, guys. Jason Casper, he finally made it. He finally was able to have a plunger on his face with springy eyes, with 2,000 people watching. He finally did it. He finally accomplished his goal that he set for himself when he first started his YouTube channel. He said, I would love to stream with the plunger on my face in front of 2,000 people on the internet. So congratulations. Congratulations. But yeah, shout out to Jason Casper. Jason Casper is the real deal. He is the real, true, self-made, very successful trader, YouTuber. He puts it out all on the table, but does it with great humor and also humility. And so I think that's why I think that's why over 2,000 people watch his channel, because he can make you laugh, but also make you some decent money as well. He does have a trading group, or his private Discord, where he has his calls and all that stuff. So if you guys want to check that out, definitely go and do so. He's got some really good products, and he's got a whole team of people, of experts and people to help you out. Listen to me, I'm shilling your stuff, Jason. He did not pay me to say that, I swear. All right, so let's look at the overall market. And so if you go on my website, you can actually get a pretty decent scoop of the market. You can go to Crypto Bubbles. If you just click on Dano Crypto, it just kind of brings you this little cryptocurrency hub. You can subscribe to the channel, follow me on X, but then also you can catch the Crypto Bubbles on the 5-minute. You can select from 1 to 100. And what's interesting is you see a pattern here, and see what has been the highest traded coins in the past 5 minutes, but also on the daily, it's memes. It's memes, gaming infrastructure, and AI infrastructure. This is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing Turbo. I'm seeing, NFT linked meme coins. I'm seeing, that's what I'm seeing. Pepe. You go to the weekly. You see Mog. I'm seeing some layer 2s also. I'm seeing some, seeing some things. But for the most part, you go to the 100 to 200 or through basically the top 300 on the weekly, it's the best performers have been the memes. And so basically last year, everyone was dogging hard on the memes and saying it's going to be a massive rug pull. You're going to get rug pulled hard on the memes. All right, Jason, so if you keep doing that, it's going to make it look like I'm actually making money on YouTube on my metrics. It screws up my metrics because then it's just like it's a bunch of Jason Casper super chats. All right, you did not have to send a super chat, bro. So thanks, man. Here's the 100 I promised you for shit. Dude, don't say that. He didn't actually pay me, but now he actually did pay me. But maybe for me saying that, whoever's watching this stream, they're going to go and buy your course, and then you're going to make like quadruple that. You'll just quadruple that in like 10 minutes. You'll get 20 people signing up for your trading course. I think you just go to, is it jasoncaspertrading.com? Is that what it is? I think it is. It's jasoncaspertrading.com. Where he will teach you how to put a plunger on your head and make massive crypto gains while wearing a Pikachu hat. Plunger on the face. But yeah, I mean, you see the pattern here. I mean, it basically, the jokes on all of the people that were making fun of the memes all last year, all the years before, all about the SHIB run, about Doge, about any type of meme coin that was outperforming the VC vaporware coins that now that I like to call them that. Murad just calls them the VC vaporware coins. Now that's not all of them. Obviously, there's chains that you could say that are more valuable than others or more speculative than others or doing more things, has more total value locked and all that stuff, or faster transactions and all the gaming infra you could say is like a good use case. Say, okay, well, if AVAX has been performing really well and been doing massive transactions because of the success of the Off the Grid game that just released on Microsoft or Xbox. It's on PC, multi-platform, and so now a lot of Twitch streamers, and you're being paid to play it, to promote it, but they're actually really enjoying it, and people are getting pretty hyped on this, and it could start to launch people into doing a little bit more research into what's actually powering this stuff, or they might not at all. But eventually, it will catch on that AVAX and Avalanche is the backing code and infrastructure for a major game that is going to get adoption from millions of players. And so once one starts to really hit, then it's going to create a speculative domino effect and snowball effect of people going into then the next thing down the line. And this is why I think, a token like Nakamoto Games is going to be one of those that people speculate into. It's still low market cap. It's $107 million market cap. It's got multiple games that they're affiliated with, but then also doing AAA games and having their own ecosystem and things like that. It's a dashboard platform where you can connect your wallet. It's ran on the Polygon ecosystem, and it's I think it's pretty cool. I would say the games sometimes are a little a bit outdated. I would say some of the games are just a little bit outdated, but then others are, it's just kind of some are better than others. You kind of pick and choose. But I would say it's like that with a lot of the crypto gaming platforms. It's like you got some that are like, okay, these are really fun, and then some are just like, what? It's like, I get it's, you're programming it with, I don't know what you're programming it with or however the limitations are, but it seems like it's like, okay, there's all kinds of different versions of games, different levels of games, whether it be AAA using the, Unreal Engine, or they're using like JavaScript, like JavaScript, and so I would let you be the judge. I'll let you be the judge, but it's still fun. It's a cool way to interact in a crypto gaming ecosystem, or test something out. And we've tested it out live on stream before, but it's been a little while. So, but I mean, that's just one token. I mean, there's so many. And then CoinMarketCap has a section. Obviously, you can go in and IMX, super bullish on IMX. Immutable is a big buy for gaming infrastructure. They're partnered with Medieval Empires, so we're bullish on that. Medieval Empires, we've talked about a lot. We've played the game live on stream. This, I think, is one of the most undervalued crypto gaming tokens in terms of market cap and the supply, and what the actual utility of the token is, because you can stake it, and then by staking it, you can get rewards and bonuses in the game. So definitely a good utility aspect. You can get this on QuickSwap. You can actually, looks like you can get on BYBIT, and I do have a link in the description. If you guys can trade on BYBIT, then you can actually buy the Medieval Empires token on BYBIT. But yeah, this is going to be, oh yeah, Beam. And yeah, let's check out Beam. Let's look at Beam. Let's look at Beam. Beam is ranked number 84 right now in terms of market cap. This thing is at $823 million market cap, but in, March, it actually got up to a $2 billion market cap whenever the altcoins were doing a little prerequisite run of the altcoin season. And so this is looking pretty good. All right, so the Beam token serves as the native crypto asset for the Beam network, a gaming network empowered by the Beam DAO. Beam is an ecosystem where gamers and developers come together to shape the future of the gaming industry. One of its core components is the Beam SDK, which is a flexible software development kit that enables game developers to choose between a variety of tools that can be used to fuel and structure their in-game blockchain elements. So it's about the gaming infra that ultimately game creators, software developers, maybe they come from Microsoft, maybe they come from these amazing third-party developers. You got like all the big hitters that are making multi-platform games for whoever it may be, start using Beam or IMX or whatever it may be. Or use Ronin. It's going to these things. This is why I think gaming alone, like gaming crypto alone, is going to probably see like a 1 trillion total market cap. Right now, the total market cap of the excluding Ethereum and Bitcoin it's like 620 billion or something like that. So it's not even at 1 trillion. That's everything excluding Ethereum and Bitcoin. So making it that the total market cap is at 2.3 trillion for everything right now. So you got to imagine that when Bitcoin starts to get to $350,000 per Bitcoin, that is going to make it at a market cap of close to 7 trillion, getting up to close to $7 trillion market cap. And so then what do you think Ethereum is going to be at? Then Ethereum itself is going to be at 1 to 2 trillion. And then we have, Tether. Think of where Tether is going to be at that point. How much Tether is going to be printed to unleash when that is inevitably going to happen. And then you think Solana at $1,000, then going into the $200 to $300 billion market cap. BNB. What was BNB at all-time highs? Market cap was at was at its all-time high when it was at almost 700. It was like almost $800, and the market cap was at 108 billion. So I really do see that when you think it's not possible, look what Dogecoin was able to do. It'd been able to sustain itself going into the top 10, and that's obviously, I know, I get it. It's with Elon's help. It's with the community bull posting, and also the help of Elon, keeping it alive, saying that it's his favorite chain, kind of leaving the breadcrumbs, leaving the writing on the walls, doing all the things that ultimately pushed Dogecoin really up in the ranks and keeping it up to this, to this day. $17 billion. And then you think about the trading volume too, in terms of the whole market, it does have still one of the highest traded volumes in all the tokens. And then I want to show you guys something. Check this out. Pepe is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 8th largest traded token at $1.3 billion in the entire over the entire market. This is every single token that is listed at least on CoinMarketCap. But this just in general, just think of it as it is one of the strongest traded tokens. Now, for me, that is the canary, like the canary in the coal mine, for knowing that when we go into the next year or two, we're going to see memes outperforming most things. Not everything, but most things. It is going to outperform. I'm really excited. I'm excited about it. All right, so I know where, if you're watching on the East Coast, I know it's getting late. It's getting late. But let me know where you're watching from. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm curious. Like, do you guys know about this? Do you know about this coin? This RAR XD. This is a Solana coin that I actually discovered actually a few weeks ago, and I was laughing about it. And I should have learned, and the fact that when I started to laugh about it, that it was the same kind of reaction that I had with ticker Bitcoin. And lo and behold, this thing actually gets listed on OURBIT, and the chart actually looks pretty decent. And it does pull back old school nostalgic vibes of the early 2000s, getting into the pop punk emo hardcore days, which Jason Casper knows very well of. Me and Jason Casper actually played a lot of those shows. We played a lot of those shows back in the day. That's actually one thing me and Jason Casper have in common, is we knew the same people. We were kind of on that same kind of paralleled path of trying to become a famous hardcore musician. Not famous, just getting paid, like even just anything at all for touring or playing shows or doing anything like that, putting out original music. But yeah, we're gonna check. I want to check the chart. We're gonna check the chart on this RAR XD live. I don't know how many people. I wonder how many YouTubers have talked about RAR XD live on stream. Not very many. We're going to do it here. It's wild. The volume is actually really good. 3.4 million volume right now. The market cap just shot up to 19 million. The holder count is getting up to close to 5,000. And the chart doesn't look too bad. Sometimes you can't make fun of things or be too judgmental, especially if it does have almost like an AIM messenger type quality. I feel like pulling up AIM Messenger and just typing hi in lowercase with lowercase h. I told them though on their Twitter, I said, look, I'll find my old emo pics. I'll try and find my old early 2000s pics, and I'll for sure tag RARXD in them, and then they can do what they will with them. Post it in the Telegram. And I like that the liquidity, high liquidity on this thing too. Look at the liquidity. This is more liquidity locked than a lot of the like shit tokens that people promote and say, oh, it's the next this, it's the next that. And this is already outperforming all of those in terms of liquidity. I think it's hilarious. And from what we know, hilarious wins. What we've studied over the past year is that you can't fade the most like ironic case, unlikely case will be the one that is most likely. If that made any sense at all. If that made any sense at all to you, hit the like button. Smash it. Destroy it. Rock it. Obliterate it. Okay, let's see. Michael Saylor, if you want to win, you need a Bitcoin strategy. Now, I thought it was hilarious. I've been telling my wife this, you know, for this whole time. I'm like, look, we're gonna buy $8,000 worth of Bitcoin, but I didn't tell her which Bitcoin though. So I told my wife that we're buying $8,000 worth of Bitcoin. Thing is, I didn't tell her which one. I need the Sprotos to come out hard on this one and repost this. So if you're a Sproto or you're a Ticker Bitcoin fan, then please repost this for maximum effect. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I've been in the algorithm doghouse. I've been in the mass algorithm doghouse. Like I feel like it wants to play nice, and then it does some funky stuff. Some funky stuff. All right, so we're going to get into just a little bit of the news. And then we'll keep looking at some different coins. We'll see how Bitcoin's doing. Basically, what I did this weekend is any of the profits that I made, I rolled a little bit of them back into the trades, but then I took most of the profits and I bought more Ticker Bitcoin. I bought more Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 Inu, which I think at this point might be one of the better performers in the memes that we've talked about, because we've obviously had it in the list. We've had Ticker Bitcoin in the list. We've had Ponky in the list. We've had Brett in the list, Kendu Inu, Pepe, and PayPay. I think all these could easily do a 50x. Easy. You just have to have a little bit of patience. A little bit of patience. All right, so Trump's crypto policies have potential for explosive upside, while Harris shows limited downside risk, and this is by Galaxy Digital. So, although Kamala Harris offers a friendlier stance toward crypto than Biden, a Trump win is still the most favorable outcome, and that's kind of been the general sentiment of this particular election. Right now, as of today, the polls here on the forecast on Poly Market is showing a Trump win at 55% and Harris being 44%. Election is in 22 days. And so this is interesting. So major differences in tax and Bitcoin mining policy. So the major differences between Harris and Trump when it comes to crypto surface, and 4 out of 7 issues is the taxes, the Bitcoin mining, the self-custody, and banking regulations. So on taxes, Galaxy analysts described Harris' campaign as extremely hostile, citing her public pledge to roll back Trump's tax cuts for the wealthiest Americans. In contrast, Trump is expected to bring more clarity to digital asset tax policies. So Bitcoin mining policies show similar contrasts. While Biden proposed a 30% tax on mining, Harris has been much more lenient in her campaign rhetoric. The scorecard rates her stance as slightly better than Biden's, but still somewhat hostile. So meanwhile, Trump is seen as highly supportive of Bitcoin mining due to meetings with miners and receiving donations from them as well. He has also publicly stated that he considers mining to be part of the domestic manufacturing. So Harris and Trump also differ widely in their banking policies. Behind the scenes discussions suggest that Harris may ease Biden's Operation Choke Point 2.0, which has been led by Elizabeth Warren, Janet Yellen, Gary Gensler, and acknowledging the need for the crypto industry to have banking access. And so Trump, however, is seen as extremely supportive, pledging not to end Operation Choke Point 2.0 completely and allowing national banks to engage with the blockchain, basically allowing banks to self-custodian and custodian crypto assets either for themselves or their customers, or have services and products to provide that include crypto. And so and allowing national banks to engage with blockchain. He has also voiced strong opposition towards a central bank digital currency. And so we know that there's a few states, one of them being Florida. Ron DeSantis has already put in a bill in place to ban any use of a central bank digital currency in the state of Florida, or issuing any central bank digital currency in the state of Florida. So that's already on the drop. So even if they try to issue federal whatever it may be, there'll be something in place. And I think all the states that are smart will have that put in place as well, so there isn't massive surveillance over American civilians with what we are purchasing, and also being able to freeze our assets if we say something that the government doesn't agree with online or whatever it may be, because we now know that is a possibility in other countries, just like Europe. People are getting knocks on their door and going to jail for posting, quote, racist hate speech towards whatever type of problem they might be facing directly or indirectly. And so we don't want that to be happening in America, especially when you got people like Hillary Clinton talking about how if we don't censor people's posts, or basically have mass censorship, then we're going to lose control. I mean, she basically just says it flat out now. She's like, if we don't get a hold on this, we're going to lose control of them, guys. It's just crazy. All right, but regardless if Harris wins or Trump wins, Bitcoin is likely unaffected. And then altcoins are going to soar. So that's kind of ultimately, obviously we know that if Trump wins, it could have more of an explosive upside. We've talked about that and the potential for the crypto industry, because he's just been so bullish. He's actually Liberty Financial, if you don't know what that is or what I'm talking about. So Trump is obviously a very controversial figure with his NFT Trump cards. He's the only president that has a NFT collection, 2 different collections of Trump cards on the Polygon blockchain. And so Thread Guy being a guy who in the crypto Twitter space, more widely known for being deep in the NFT space, and also getting an interview with Andrew Tate, buys up these Trump cards, spends $20,000 to be able to attend the gala dinner that is themed around the Trump card holders, but then also for benefit of the campaign and to spread bullish awareness for crypto, and also what his policies are and what he's going to do as the 47th president of the United States. So, with the help of Donald Trump Jr. and some other associates for his team, they have launched this Liberty Financial. If I can, I mean, man, how many where is it? Where's the main link? Where did it go? Was it deleted already? Did we just get rug pulled, or was it just closed up? Because we had the tweet. Where did it go? There it is. World Liberty Finance. All right, so token sale goes live on Tuesday. So, all right, so worldlibertyfinancial.com. So there's going to be a token linked with this. And so it's already, you can be on the white list, but I think it's already closed. Over 100,000 people ended up joining this white list. And I think you have to be in, I think they do a full check. They do basically an income check. And from what I heard is that you have to you have to have document that you make about $100,000 to $200,000 a year. So it's going to weed out some people with being able to actually interact with this directly off the rip. But who knows if there's going to be any type of ability for retail to come in and buy up said token or use whatever they are going to be doing with this World Liberty Financial. But KYC is required to sign up for this. So we're gonna keep following the developments of this, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But yeah, it's very it's bullish. It's bullish because we're going to have a big uptick if Trump wins. If Harris wins, I don't think it's just going to dump. I don't think everything is just going to dump. But I do understand the nature of what a Harris term would look like. And it would look like us not being able... I mean, X would probably 100% get shut down. X would get shut down. That's a fact. X would get shut down, and Elon would probably have to be dodging jail time. And then I would be afraid for all of the people that are the independent journalists who have been basically putting out the real news of the deep state, the Democrats, all the back deals, all the shady stuff that happens. Those people I would be very concerned for. That's all I got to say. Because even people that weren't even going as far as what people post on X in other countries by just saying I don't agree with this, they shouldn't be here, I don't feel safe, and those people were are doing jail time. So it's you think it's not possible, but then it's literally happening right now in front of our eyes. And so it's really crazy. And I think that's why this election has been one of those elections where people, every election is always the most important election of our time. But this one kind of feels like it, though. It really does feel like it, that this one, just something about it feels different. Never in history have we had a presidential candidate, a former president, mind you, tried to be assassinated two different times before the election, right before the election. It's never happened. So, it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. And I know you guys feel it too. Like, I know you feel it. Like, hit the like button if you're feeling that craziness, that like something. It's almost like that feeling. I had this feeling before COVID and before we went. It was like January and February of 2020. Something just felt I don't know. Something just felt weird and something felt off. Couldn't put my finger on it. I remember talking to one of my good friends, who's like really like I trust when it comes to either like esoteric stuff, like deep stuff, rabbit hole stuff, things that, yeah. We were just like when he told me that he was feeling the same way and that something's coming down the pipe and he just can't quite put his finger on it, man. Boy, did something really come down the damn pipe after the months after that. Oh my gosh. So I'm just hoping that this time that feeling that I'm getting is a good feeling, that it's like we're going to see like a revolution, like in a good way, like not like in a go through the freaking crucible again. It's like, oh my God, have we already been through the crucible enough? I'd like to come out the shiny sword already, but we've been getting hit with that bellow and the flame, and it's like, okay, time to come out now. And that's maybe the journey of the human soul, the hero's journey, is like, how do you keep your composure, keep your will, keep your morals, your ethics, and all the things that you attribute to as your person? Are you going to be able to keep yourself together during all the volatile times? And it's interesting. I think crypto almost kind of unlocks that part of your brain, your patience, conviction, will, determination, executing a plan, executing a strategy, seeing it through, being able to have it stress tested. Like, this is what I think ultimately, if people get into crypto, they're going to really start to learn a lot more about themselves and who they are, how their risk profile is, how they can manage risk, because that's basically all what life is. It's like, how are you going to be able to mitigate and manage risk in the face of whatever is coming at your way, whether it be negative, positive, neutral, whatever it may be. It's essentially what crypto is. Crazy as it sounds. And that's ultimately why I think, these cult meme coins are so successful right now, because it's kind of like it's actually a representation of that feeling, of how we feel as a collective, into a ecosystem that we can basically take all of that and monetize it and actually benefit from all of the past transgressions and woes and lessons and the hard crap that we've had to go through over the past 8 years of manipulation, system manipulation, lies. And then something can come out of that with humor, with likeness, with a sense of belonging, community, engagement. And so that's the shit right there. And this is why I think the memes are going to do so well. Retail is going to just attach to that, because they're feeling that same thing and they don't know what to grab onto yet. But guess what? Guess what's going to be right there for them to grab is going to be these cult-like communities. It was just like Doge. It was just like, you got to imagine like how people felt with the GME thing and the AMC and the Roaring Kitty and the Wall Street Bets on Reddit community. That whole run on Wall Street was and basically coming out of the the anonymous movement. It is the direct response of how we've been treated over these past just decades. It's the direct response. And so there's nothing else that you can basically like get into and onboard yourself into that is the ultimate middle finger to the system. It's the ultimate middle finger to the system. That's why when you talk to your friends about crypto and they give you that response, that they give you that normie response of like, what? I don't know what you're talking about. And just tell them, grab their face and just go, study. Don't be left behind. It's like that, that book, the book Left Behind? I watched the movie way back. I think it was like 2002 or 2003. I remember seeing that movie Left Behind, if you guys remember that. Everyone, it's the rapture, and it was like this, everyone who gets left on planet Earth to basically experience, the four horsemen of the apocalypse and, all the things, and, you get left behind. You don't want to be left behind and be the retail person just that could have had the chance to just dive in and just stop acting like you can't figure it out, or like you're just playing dumb. It's just like, you used the internet, right? Did you use AOL? Did you use Instant Messenger? Did you start using Napster when you found out about it? Did you start kind of playing with that Yes, you did. Did you start, online games are a thing. You started joining into, getting into online gaming. It's the same freaking thing. And we're all the same people, by the way. If you haven't noticed, like, we're basically all the same people that grew up like in that era, and now we're all on crypto Twitter. It's like this bubble of people that were early internet users and adopters, and now this is where we are. So you have to think about it that way, and look at how much the internet and what we do now as a part of our life, and how it's just auto defaulted into everything that we do. Crypto is going to be the exact same way. And this is kind of like the crypto gospel that I'm preaching here. And if you guys agree, all you have to do is hit the like button and then share this stream with a friend. All right, let's see what's happening with Bitcoin taking a little bit of a plunge. Little bit of a plunge. Third horse is riding right now. Oh, man. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Now, this is a cool website to go to. It's called CoinGo Live, and you can actually look at the all-time high. I love the all-time high section. We are only 11% away from going back to all-time highs on Bitcoin. So we're very close. Like, we're going to be getting there very soon. And then we're 85% away from all-time highs for Ethereum. That's crazy. Now, another one that's awesome. Look at Dogecoin. 521% away from its all-time high. Still, Dogecoin. This one's sweet too. Look, Shiba Inu, 360% away from its all-time high. Chainlink, 365% away from its all-time high. This is another wild one. Then you look at Pepe. Pepe is 58% away from its all-time high. And I believe that Pepe, against all of these coins, is going to basically rip. It's going to go up past Bitcoin Cash and Chainlink, and it's probably going to surpass Shiba Inu. Date of all-time high, was 2 years ago. And you look and see where it's at right now, and then, basically Pepe against SHIB in terms of what the run was and the run of Doge. You compare it to Doge and compare it to SHIB, and you think of the narrative. It's an obvious one. It's been shown by the trading volume and the overall community support of it that how can you not think that this thing can do exactly what SHIB and Dogecoin did? So, because you look at Dog with Hat and how new this thing is and what it's been able to do. So how could Pepe not? That's my easy thesis. How if this, why not this up here? How SHIB and Doge? MicroStrategy had a huge dump towards the end of the day. Oh yeah, let's check it out. I'm confused on what happened with the overall MicroStrategy stock, because when I was charting it, I had it all marked up, and it was like marked up here, and this is where it ultimately went, but it almost like the data just like disappeared off of the chart. Like it was as high. What was the all-time high? The all-time high, will it show it here? Oh, no, not yet. I will though. I'm getting an airdrop. I guess I'll say it that way. I'm getting an airdrop next week. I'm getting an airdrop next week, and maybe with that airdrop, I will buy a few Bitcoin Satoshi Vision. I'll download the wallet. I'll do the thing. But what I'll tell you what we are going to buy though. I can tell you what I'm going to buy. I can't tell you what to buy, but I will tell you what I am buying. I'm going to buy a good portion of Bitcoin, but I'm not going to do it all in one day. I'm obviously going to do it smart. I'm going to say, okay, this week, I'll buy 1,000, or maybe I'll buy 2,000, and then, or I can split it up by days. I could, I don't know, just get an average cost basis, dollar cost average basis. It's still I'm going to do my best to do it before the election. At least do it before the election. And then I could, obviously there is risk in doing this, but if you have been studying Bitcoin for as long as I have now, I'm very confident that because we're in the halving year and we haven't gone on a bull run yet, we are due for a $350,000 Bitcoin. And so if I buy Bitcoin now, between now and 100K, I'm going to make a pretty damn good return on however much Bitcoin I buy at this point. Still. And if I plan on not selling it even at that point too, and holding it up until it's $1 million per coin, then that's essentially what I'm doing. And so... And I didn't, but I'm doing, but not Bitcoin, ticker Bitcoin. No, but I am gonna, I'm gonna get some Bitcoin. But then we're actually gonna get some ticker Bitcoin too. We're splitting it up. We're going to do a big, decent bag into the big daddy. We're gonna buy some Bitcoin, just some old school Bitcoin, self-custodian. We're gonna split it up into different wallets. Be smart about it, We're not going to have it all in one place. We're not going to have it on an exchange. We're just going to have it split up to where it can be sent out in different ways, and It kind of mitigates the risk a little bit. And also, it's good to just have it liquid like that, so then you have it on different ways if you need to access it in any way. If you actually want to use it to pay someone, or you're getting a deal because someone wants the Bitcoin. They really want the Bitcoin, so they're willing to sell you something that you value as a physical good or item or a service, and they want the Bitcoin. And so, I'm going to be splitting that up. Big portion of that's going to be primarily to just be risk, just to mitigate the risk. A big portion of the airdrop is going into Bitcoin. And then a 25% quarter portion of airdrop is going into altcoins and meme coins. And so we're keeping it like really simple with the altcoins. Like we're going to buy Solana, we're going to buy some Polygon, some Pol token. We're going to buy some AVAX. We're going to get what else we're going to get? Man. We're going to get a little ETH. We're gonna pick up some Chainlink. We're gonna get maybe like a Litecoin or two. Get a couple Litecoin, especially if it's under $70. I mean, why not? Oh, what else is good? We're gonna buy some Pepe. I would actually love to buy some silver. I would love to. And also, and what's great is about buying this amount and putting a 80% of what is going to be invested into Bitcoin is because goal to at least have one BTC is like, that's a lot of people's, not a lot of people's, it's like, if, it's a good goal to have in crypto is like to own one Bitcoin and just be like a whole coiner, So it gets you closer and closer. The more you DCA, the more that becomes a reality. And so, yeah, I think what else is a good buy? I mean, I would just keep it honestly as simple as that. And then you guys know what the meme coins that I've been bullish on. Brett, Ponky, ticker Bitcoin. Oh, I kind of want to buy some Metis too. I definitely like to buy a little bit of some Metis, snatch a couple Metis, and even some Polkadot, because Polkadot's is just super cheap. If it goes anywhere near even getting halfway up towards its all-time high, that's a really good return on Polkadot. Oh, and I'm bullish on Crow. I think Crow's going to do really well, especially with that backlash, that counter sue from Crypto.com going against the SEC. I love that, showing that they're not backing down. That's bullish. That's bullish Crow right there. What else is super bullish? I mean, yeah, I just want to keep it. Super simple. I mean, you really don't have to buy much, and it's like you don't want to spread yourself too thin. You want to just like, you want to keep it pretty simple. And so here's my list. I have a 2024, 2025 bangers list of coins. It's got Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Dogecoin, Tron, AVAX, Shiba Inu, Chainlink, Polkadot, Sui, Near Protocol, Litecoin, Uniswap. I think the DEXs, got to remember the DEXs, will do well. It's what people are using to trade the meme coins. Pepe, Pol token, Immutable X for the gaming infrastructure, Optimism because it's the stack and the things that they use, that Coinbase uses for the base chain, the layer 2. And so you got to be bullish on Optimism. No. I've been ripping the crypto Twitter. I'm taking fresh hits of crypto Twitter all day. All right, so Crow, and then you got Injective, Arbitrum. I don't know about I'd say Arbitrum so more, probably Optimism more so than Arbitrum. I think in terms of bullish movements. Similar market cap though. Thorchain, Ruin, always a bullish mover when Bitcoin's doing really well, and also when we're in a altcoin season run, Ruin does very, very well. And then we've talked about Brett being the top meme coin mover on the base chain, and I think it's going to be very, very soon listed on Coinbase because Degen was actually listed on Coinbase recently, and that thing just went up like 123% on that listing. And then you have Radium. So Radium, a DEX on Solana. A lot of the liquidity pools being on Radium. And then also you can provide liquidity on Orca as well, being one of the, I think, more underrated DEXs in the Solana ecosystem. And then you got Ponky, one of the most undervalued coins, meme coins on the Solana ecosystem. And then you got Nakamoto Games. We just talked about it. Good platform on the Polygon ecosystem. Web-based dashboard gaming infrastructure. You use the NAKA token to be able to buy in for like almost like token style arcade games, and then also AAA games that they're partnered up with. One of them being Outlanders, which is like an MMORPG released this year. And then you got PYR, Vulcan Forge. I mean, God, if you go into Vulcan Forged, there's so much to unpack in Vulcan Forge that I'm not even going to do it right now. Like, just go and click on Vulcan Forge, go to the website, download the dashboard, download the Vulcan launcher, and then just go to town, because it's just, there's so much to unpack with like the lava token, the different metaverse, the different ecosystems in there. I mean, it's like, it's giant. So if anything is going to like pop off with like some mainstream, like culty like adoption from all of the people that were into playing like World of Warcraft and Diablo or RuneScape or whatever you're into, they're going to go into Vulcan Forged because it's got that same vibe and mechanisms to be able to earn and make money using this chain. And then XYO, DPIN, decentralized infrastructure, physical infrastructure networks, XYO as an oracle, providing that data and also secure data. Super bullish on XYO. They've been around for a while. I think the price has been a little stagnant, but I think when Ethereum starts to break all-time highs, and when it did before, XYO did really, really well. So I kind of attribute it to like one of those carrier coins. Whenever we have an altcoin season, this one tends to do pretty well. So if it gets anywhere close to its all-time high, that's 1,000% move to the upside. Pretty low market cap, being at 82 million, with them building stuff. So wouldn't say it's vaporware, but it is functional things. They built their own operating system, so that's cool. And then we got PayPay, the Chinese Pepe narrative. This one's been doing really well in terms of market cap and also holders and adoption, with playing off the narrative that China is going to loosen the grip on their crypto regulation, and then they will be floodgating into PayPay. Also, Da Vinci is the ambassador of this coin. And so then we got Stargate Finance. Stargate Finance is a multi-chain, omni-chain bridger. Is it what? That Bitcoin you have is the BSV ticker, by the way. I know you know. Which one? Which one? I know you have. You've become a Bitcoin Satoshi Vision maxi. Well, I hope Bitcoin Satoshi Vision does well. I hope it does well for your sake, But has it made you not want to hold Bitcoin? That's what I'm curious about. Is like, so now that you've been sold and you've joined the Bitcoin Satoshi Vision cult, are you now not going to buy any Bitcoin, or you don't want to be involved with Bitcoin? Oh, this one? Oh, yeah, just because it's not turned to the side. All right, and then we got Kendu Inu. Kendu Inu has been working really hard. I think they are destined to be one of the best performing Ethereum meme coins. Kendu Miyazaki, holding spaces all the time, getting good exchange listings, partnerships, no KOL paid shilling support or anything like that, just a grassroots, natural community building through a work ethic of we don't gamble, we work. So that's the that's what's happening. That's what's happening with Kendu Inu. We could go more in, but man, it's 10 o'clock, and I think we're probably gonna end up. But we're gonna end this live stream, and actually, we're gonna see what the heck is going on with Bitcoin. I was thinking I was gonna short this thing, and we might short it down into exactly where we have our average buy-in, because if we get right down to this price, we're gonna be right back down to the average buy-in. So I mean, at this point, we could but I don't know. We could short. Are the Asian markets right now are they shorting? Are they dumping? Are they dumping while we're supposed to be in bed? Oh man. Let's look at the 1 minute. It doesn't look good. Okay. All right, so are we gonna short too? Should we short? Should we reverse this trade? Should we reverse it? Would have been smart to reverse it right up here. Yeah, it looks like it could smack right into the Bollinger Band. So this Bollinger Band right here being at 65.6, which is right here. And what is 60? What do we have our stop loss set at? We have a stop loss set at, oh, what is that? I thought we were going to do like 30. Yeah. But see, it's doing some stuff though. I mean, you think I don't know, like it very well could just go right into. Yeah, we need to look at what's going on here. Let's look at what's going on here for a moment. Okay. But see, the MACD on the daily looks good. The MACD on the daily looks really good. So this could be just a very short-term like retracement to not like panic short. You get what I mean? Like I wouldn't like panic short this. Yeah, I wouldn't like I wouldn't like be so short to short like right now. It didn't hit the it didn't tap on the 20. If it breaks down below the 20 SMA here on the Bollinger Band on the 45-minute, then that could be a sick, like, you know, going back down to this level. Put it on the 4-hour. Basically, let's see. That's so. I mean, we had a really bullish move to the upside with that W pattern. We're getting a little overbought on two different but look, even when it got overbought here, we made a bullish divergence in the chart to push back up to the upside because we did a nice little swoop here. And then look at the green candles that started to inevitably pump us up to the top of the band here at the previous resistance, which was at 66,005. And we're just hitting that previous resistance. And look, when we hit that previous resistance last time, we chopped sideways and then dipped down to the downside. So do you think we're going to do that again is what you need to be asking yourself. Okay, we're just going to chop sideways now. We're just going to do a little boom, boom, boom. We could be doing this. We could be doing this. And then once we hit that W, we go boom, and we just start to go. Because why not? So I would say this could be just a little bit of a sideways chop into the middle of the week, because you can see from here it chopped for a good 3 days and then went down. We could chop for a good 3 days and then go up. But let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens here. Man, it does look like it. It looks like with this candle right here, it really wants to push right into where, like, exactly where my my entry is. Yeah, I might reverse this. I might reverse this right now. Yep, I'm going to reverse it and see what happens. Since it looks like it's about to magnetic toward that. Yep, let's do it. Let's see what happens. And then we got some nodes coming in right here. Take profit at, let's see. Oof. But see, look at that wick. Ooh, man, it's going to do some stuff. Okay. Wonder how much it'll go down, though. Could be a quick, violent move to the downside. Right back to 65. Could we set it, though, to do a reverse? Oh, yeah. So take profit reverse. So this is cool. So you can do this. You could do a take profit reverse where I want to close the short, And after all positions are closed, same number of positions will be open in the opposite direction. So if we think we're going to bounce from that take profit, then it'll enter in on a long from hopefully 65 being the bottom. We can see that on the 4 hour where that could possibly line up with some previous. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Bulls versus Bears. Yeah, it's the battle now. It's the battle. So we'll see if we can benefit from the battle. We're going to see if we can benefit from the battle. And we're going to set a real tight stop loss, like a real tight one, like just so we we're going to do 20%. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that was a lot of green candles. You'd expect it to go down here. People's getting super bullish, putting in some longs. Get them trapped up here. Liquidate them down here. They have to close that. They have to sell. They have to sell those positions because they're getting liquidated. They close out, and then that's when the market reverses. Goes down. Boom. It could even go as low as 62. If it wants to do this, it could also do this. And mimic this pattern right here. You can just flip it on the reverse. All right, well, we'll keep you guys updated on this. Let's see if it actually plays out, and we'll let you guys know tomorrow. And if you guys want to do the same thing that I'm doing, no, don't do the same thing that I'm doing. But if you want to trade these markets, you use the links in the description down below. It helps directly support the channel as well. All right, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out. God bless every single one of you and your families. Thanks for tuning in. Sweet dreams. Get some rest, whoever you are, wherever you're watching from. And we'll see you.